Good morning, everyone. Robe guy here. I am on a boat. I'm on a boat, and I mean, if those of you that have chosen wisely to take this take this all in on video, I hope you're enjoying it. This is just the second time we've done video for the Robe Life podcast. If you've been a continuous listener throughout the journey, I appreciate you. If you're first time listening, I appreciate you as well. Thanks for taking a shot with us. Yeah, given its video format, I still need to learn how to get that up on Spotify. So if you're listening as you normally would, or if you're a first time listener and you can't see me, well, that's I'm sorry to hear that. But let me just give you a quick description so you can kind of take it all in. I'm on Sebago Lake. It's one of the bigger lakes in New England. It's a place I love to go to. I am sitting on my little pontoon boat, which I'm very fortunate to have. And if you are watching and you see me kind of looking sort of around my space, if you will, the road dog is here. Little Gizmo. She's trying to find sunny spots to lie down in because that's what she enjoys. And also, we are out in the middle of the lake. I can't see the depth finder from here, but I'm guessing it's over 100 feet. So I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna have to be ready to hop up and jump into action, shall we say? If Gizmo gets too close to the edge, she'll be fine. Don't worry. And yeah, I guess I woke up this morning. I'm like, okay, I've been doing this podcast for a while. Mostly I've just recorded episodes out of my home in Charlestown. There was that one video episode I did before with my old friend Jeremy, childhood favorites. That was a lot of fun. I still have a lot to learn. Transparently, I haven't been intentional about kind of spending the time on, what good looks like with the video pod. So this is just a little bit of a wing. And yeah, I thought it'd be fun if it looks a little, again, if you're watching, and it looks like the camera's moving. It's not. That's just the boat creating changes in the natural volume of my voice. But also, this is kind of cool, right? I mean, I haven't done a lot of market research to know if I'm the first guy to do a pod on a boat. I venture a guess I'm not. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying this. It's a very special place for me. If you know me or if you've heard any of the prior episodes where I might have mentioned Maine and Sebago Lake, I love being up here. It's a great escape for me to get out of the city and just be, gosh, out on the water. The air just smells different. Right now it looks a little quiet. Yeah, in fact, there could just be some natural distractions that come our way. Again, whether you might hear them if you're listening in or via video. You might see a jet skier. I was actually today, maybe just to kind of jump ahead, because I've been trying to or striving to keep these more short form. For context, if you're a new listener, I also do a radio show in Boston where those shows are about 30 minutes, and I am permitted to upload them to my podcast here on Spotify as sort of additional content. So anyway, a lot of the feedback I got early on was that, Russ, your podcasts are like 8-10 minutes. It's like a little bit more of a short form, tighter kind of discussion, even though it's just you. Stick with that. We're kind of used to those 30 to 60-minute podcasts. So let's see if we can get there. Yeah, so it's a bit of a cool morning here. It's a great opportunity to rock my lovely blue robe. And as I said, we may even have some special guests that come by in their PWC, which stands for Personal Watercraft. Trying to use my ludicrous there. So we're going to dive into something today. No actual diving. At some point, if I had someone else with me here on the boat, I could, for your viewing pleasure and listening pleasure, maybe do a quick jump. But I've actually come down with something. Well, I actually did come down with a really bad sore throat. So if you're out there getting outside this summer, spending time with others, whether it's, I don't know, hiking, just, your kids are in camps, always be vigilant. I guess there's some kind of a viral summer cold going around, which is what I'm suffering from. But more importantly, I'm also suffering from something called COMS. And again, I didn't Google this ahead of time, but just to confirm whether or not I came up with this, but I'm going to assume I did. And that's Cranky Old Man Syndrome, COMS. I didn't kill my wife. Well, okay, let me give you some context. Harrison Ford, fugitive, obviously that has no bearing on really anything I've done recently or thought about, but that's the voice that I'm always talking in, or at least thinking of lately. Things are just starting to frustrate me more. I'm getting older, of course. I'm now 47. Get off my plane. I just think that voice completely encapsulates some of the feelings I've had lately. And I'm going to give you some examples. It's tough suffering from COMS. I imagine a lot of us are. And I want to be careful here, too. I want to make this just about men. It's not a gender thing. I know everybody can be grumpy about different things. Jeremy was saying he was having a grumpy old man day just yesterday. So But before we dive into those examples, as we always do with these short form episodes, we're going to be making a donation to a local nonprofit because we aim to be philanthropic and look out for others that need support. And stay tuned because in just a few minutes, I'll let you all know who that's going to be. And it probably is going to be something related to elderly people and looking after them, and probably something close by. I mean, maybe there's even an island. Well, Fry Island is just in front of me, so we'll see. We'll get to it. So just brief context. If you weren't familiar with my Robe life and kind of what that's all about, relaxing, reflecting, wearing bathrobes in random places, I've had a little bit more time on my hands lately. Certainly. Here I am on a boat trying to do a podcast. So, and with that, perhaps having more space and time just to see and process things around me. I'm just things that probably didn't even hit my radar before are, well, they're smacking into it like raspberry jam right now. Raspberry. Lone Star. I can tell that's going to come through the mic really well. Quick sidebar, Rick Moranis apparently got a standing ovation at Comic-Con, I think it was in San Diego, because he's going to be appearing in Spaceballs too. Can't wait for that. So in no particular order, what are some of the things that have just led to me developing a severe case of acute COMS? Well, it didn't happen earlier. I was fortunate enough, sailboat went by. There's kind of some boat protocol that I didn't know until I was fortunate enough to have a little boat. It's kind of like if you have a Jeep and you pass a fellow Jeep driver, you're supposed to wave. That's just kind of SOP. So what infuriates me is when I'm out here on my boat, and if I just give a nice friendly wave, people, you all know me, I'm very friendly. I love to wave, say hello to people. If they don't wave back, I'm infuriated. I sometimes just gesticulate wildly like that. You can see, I'm just like, all right, whatever. Okay. The other day, I just was walking through sort of some shrubs to catch up with my buddy down in Mystic, of course, did the episode on that. And I just kind of scraped my foot lightly against the bottom of a tree branch. And it felt like, a reacher had just punched me in the face. And I've never really had much of a tolerance for pain. That's different for anyone. But it seems like lately, I mean, I just knock into like my coffee table at home when I'm trying to sit down, have a bite to eat. like it hurts. I'm like, okay, what is going on? People that come around the corners at the grocery store with their carts, well, they might as well be cars because they treat it like it's the Indy 500 and they're the only goddamn driver on the track. They're just on a mission. I get it. We've all been there. We got that one or two sort of items on the list, but this isn't usually that. And I'm not going to give any more specifics, but they just feel like they're acting like they own the place, and it just drives me crazy. Somewhat similarly is when you're driving along and you see someone waiting to take that turn and you can see there's not enough space between the two of you to safely do it, and they go for it anyway. Slamming on the brakes, throwing the hands up. Again, there could be any number of reasons why they're doing this. Maybe they got somebody in back, they're trying to rush to the hospital, or, they're probably had a bad day themselves. But let's just try to be safe out there. And, at risk of stating the obvious, you're driving a lot of people crazy. You're driving me crazy. This boat's getting a little crazier. Clearly, my animation is prompting the ooh. Ooh. Oh man, I hope. This is probably going to get 3 views. Okay, the mopeds, scooters, and other cool things I don't know about that all the food app delivery staff are just scooting around in. I think this one's been covered a little bit more recently in the media. Are you a car? Are you a bike? Are you both? Can you just decide and leave me out of it, or at least to the extent you can, just try to sort of follow the rules of the road for whichever bucket you want to be in. You can pick your bucket. It's a different world now. You can identify as whoever you want. I respect that, but I just want to make sure that people are safe. And when you come whipping through like cars, acting like you're a bike, and then I'm on anyway, well, you know what I'm saying. Just let's all relax. When I'm clearly on my phone, and someone I don't know tries to start a conversation with me. Now, in their defense and mine, I suppose, as a reminder, I am hearing impaired. That's probably why I speak so loudly. And so phone calls do go into my hearing aids. And so while I may be sort of, let's just do it right here. Here's a phone. I could be sort of talking to the bottom of the phone because that's where, I need to insert my voice, if you will. And then the sounds are going to go in here. It may not be obvious to others walking by me that that's what's happening, but it still just drives me crazy when it clearly looks like I'm engaged on something. I try to be a little more animated. Maybe I have, Gizmo with me, the Robe dog, and someone will still do their best. I know I'm approachable. I know I'm a friendly guy, and I probably look like someone that, is down on their luck all the time, Like I'm wearing a bathrobe. Now that I'm talking this through, that's probably why people are approaching me and interrupting me. Are you okay? Did somebody let you out? You should go back inside wherever it was that you came from because nobody needs to see this. Anywho, but let's see. And then, all I would say before we close out here, some of the examples I've just shared, I'm sure some of them are resonating with you. Again, talking through this a little bit with my buddy Jeremy, who I like to kind of brainstorm a little bit before I do a pod, just to kind of get his take. Is this going to fall on deaf ears? No pun intended for me. I don't know if that made sense. But these could be age agnostic. I mean, there's lots of things out there that can, rub us the wrong way in a moment, drive us crazy. We all have our things. Mine are kind of generally, well, I guess some of the things I talked about today: traffic, waiting in lines, the post office, the DMV. I mean, some of those are a little bit, I wouldn't say cliches, but it's I know they affect or can bother other people. So before we make our donation, where do we go from here? I may seek therapy. That might be something I want to look to help just kind of manage some of the COMS symptoms I'm having, which generally I'd sort of put into boxes like irritation, anxiety, an upset tummy here and there. I'll leave it at that. TMI alert. I may just lean into this more. I think there's a lot of content possibilities. Maybe I should just, go into chronic COMS mode. And just maybe embrace the syndrome. But given I'm doing the Robe life thing, I'm not sure that's going to work. Or I may just completely go off the rails like Michael Douglas in Falling Down. Was it Falling Down? No, it's Falling Down. It's a bit unclear, but please stay tuned for the next pod. Is whatever comes next. I'm sure I'll update you then. And also, I hope you enjoyed this video format pod, if you are in fact able to watch me on video. Not that there's anything fun about me, but if I just give you a little bit of a look here, you can see some of the land behind me. The water, of course, is blue. That's the water. And you can see there's some space to sit here on the boat. I really love and enjoy taking my nephews, my nieces out here. Well, anyway, I digress. I've covered that before. So as we close out, I'm excited because with each episode, we're going to donate, as I mentioned at the start, to a local nonprofit. And today, and partly given our topic was why I'm a cranky old man, again, suffering from acute COMS, we are going to be donating to the Southern Maine Agency on Aging. So the tagline, which I thought was really cute and simple and nice, is they help Mainers age well at home. And I love Mainers. I consider myself a part-time Mainer. And for over 50 years, the Southern Maine Agency on Aging has helped enrich the lives of older adults and their caregivers in both Cumberland and York counties. Along with serving as a hub of information and resources, they address a wide range of concerns for older Mainers, including nutrition, wellness, social isolation, finances, housing, and respite. They were founded in 1973 under the authority of the Federal Older Americans Act, and they are dedicated to planning and implementing social services for adults aged 60 and older, prioritizing people with the greatest economic and social need. So a very important organization, and I sometimes forget, as I'm sure we all do, you think about all the different groups that need help and support. Elders are important. Young people are important, and elders are also important among many other groups. And so we're very happy to, in a very small way, help their cause today. So we did it. We did a video pod number 2. We did our first pod on a boat, Robe on a boat. That might be the new tagline. Thank you all for listening. Please continue to be kind and stay humble. And I will look forward to seeing you all again soon. So, that's all. And you know what? If you can hear that, that is a plane, a seaplane. Well, I guess it's a lake plane. Anyway, there's a plane, and I'm not sure we're going to get to see it if you're watching that video. I'm actually a little concerned myself that, okay, we should probably just close this out and transition to the outro music. I hope you enjoyed listening to it. And, okay, take care all. Bye-bye then.